All right, Wichita Falls, I haven't gotten very much feedback or support on this time, and the clock is ticking. I'm at Kiwanis Park, aka the Prairie Dog Park here off Southwest Parkway. This is where the prairie dogs have lived for 4 decades, okay, and they're constantly under threat by the city wanting to come in time and time again to kill them. This is the 4th time now I've had to jump in and get involved on this and oppose their plans to kill them. They've got the park staked off here. If you don't know, last month at the city council meeting in October, this is the first I heard of it. I don't know if it's the first time they revealed it or not, but they had revealed a layout plan for the development of this 15 acres up here. All this nice undeveloped part of the park up here that we can enjoy. Well, that wasn't good enough for the city. They have to turn it over to some company to develop so that they can build an attraction out here, put in more concrete and steel in our parks that we really don't need. We've got an attraction here already. It's called Prairie Dogs. That's why most everybody comes to this park. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't get involved and raise your voice and call the mayor's office and the city council members and send emails and get involved and let them know that you care about this and you're watching, they are just going to come out here and deal with these prairie dogs in the most expedient means, which means they're going to kill them. If they think that you're not paying attention and you don't care enough to get involved, they have shown every time that they're just going to sneak in and they'll kill them under the cover of night when you're not watching, and they'll deal with the political fallout afterwards. People will be mad a little while, but then, you know, this is a calculation on their part. They'll say, well, it's already done. They're dead now. So they'll try to ride it out. So you need to get involved now. There are prairie dogs still. They ducked in their burrows when I came out here, but there are probably a couple of dozen burrows out here, and not everyone contains a family group, but there would be a few that are connected, and these would have have their family groups. So there would be a number of members of the same family living in each den, which might have 2 or 3 different, entrances, burrows there. So we're looking at, there could be 2-3 dozen prairie dogs maybe living up here, where they propose to flatten this and put in concrete and like a mini town, build like a miniature Wichita Falls and shit like that. Like we need that. You would prefer that over the attraction of the prairie dogs. Well, and this is just because somebody is going to be getting rich, making some money off of the development. They see a piece of land that don't have no concrete and steel on it, and they have to develop it, man. It eats at them. It keeps them up at night. That here's something where some contractor could be making money off the city, and some politicians probably getting some kickbacks from their contractor friends. That's why they run for political office, because they've got friends who own companies who they can give contracts to. And it just eats them alive that there's such a nice big open space like this that's being wasted because it's not being developed, when they could put some concrete and steel here, man, and make some money. They can get, people can be making some money off some government contracts with your tax money. So, and I'm going to tell you, they'll just come in here and kill them. They'll do the most expedient thing for them to accomplish that, to get rid of the problem. And the problem they see is the prairie dogs. And they're just going to do it and kill them and deal with the fallout if they think that you don't care enough to get involved again like you did in 2017. So I'm asking you, I would rather that they not develop this at all. They really need to leave it alone. We don't need more steel and concrete in our city parks. It's nice having this nice big open space where people could come in and, use it for various things, sit out under that tree and have a nice picnic or something, or come fly your little radio controlled plane, walk your dog. Kids come out here on the holidays, play football or whatever. And we've got the prairie dogs here, which is why most people come to this park in the first place. Why do we need another damn playground like fucking thing? We don't. So you need to tell them you would prefer the prairie dogs over whatever attraction they have in mind that they're going to flatten this for and construct. And you need to call and send emails, leave voicemails with Mayor Tim Short's office and all the city council members. If you live here, then definitely your city council representative, but also all of the other ones as well, because they all vote on it, in bank. They, it doesn't matter who is specifically, who your rep is and who is over this park right now. They all vote on it, and they need to hear from you. If they don't, they're just going to assume they can ride out any negative PR that's going to roll down after they kill them, and you find out about it, a week or 2 weeks after the fact. They'll ride that out. So you need to get involved and raise your voices now and get angry about it now and tell them that you're not going to tolerate them using any means out here to deal with these prairie dogs other than contracting another live trapper and relocator like we forced them to do in 2017, which they would not have done. They would not have ever contracted Linda Watson to begin with. They would have just continued killing them if there hadn't been enough public backlash against them, okay? That's the only thing, because people spoke up, and people like me and Mary Kemp went and spoke at city council, and the news was following this, and we made it a big deal. That's the only reason they relented and hired Linda Watson to come live trap them and relocate them at the time. They wouldn't have done that unless they had had that massive amount of public pressure. And that's what needs to happen again, or they're just going to do the most expedient thing for them, which is kill them.